Hey guys, it's Rod with Civil Advantage Firearms Training. As you can see by the title, this video is to let you guys know and to thank you for the fact that we are going to surpass 1 million views on the channel this week, actually. That's huge. So first thing, I want to tell you a few things in this video. I don't want to keep you too long, but the first thing and most foremost is thank you so much for everyone that's ever watched a video. But a huge thank you goes out to anybody that commented, because when you comment on a video, especially if you have expertise or experience, it's just so helpful to everybody. I've had this channel for 4 years, and from 4 years ago I was a new instructor for the Canadian Firearms Program. I was not totally new, but relatively new to firearm ownership in general, right? My mid-30s is when I first shot a real gun, and it's been super helpful for me. I've learned so much from you guys, and for that I say an extremely sincere thank you for that. So 1 million views for a Canadian oriented firearms channel, that's pretty big. If you think of a US based channel, that would be like 10 million views for a population of theirs, right? 330 million. So that's pretty good. So I'm very proud of the channel, very proud of everyone that comments. You know, as I probably said in other videos, I ban very few people. I think on my ban list there's like 11 people or 15 people at the most. I delete very few comments. Usually I delete comments if people are just rude and they're being disrespectful to other people. I don't respond to people disrespectfully. I don't expect people to respond to me disrespectfully, even if we disagree, because it's okay to disagree on stuff. So that's really been great. I want to tell you a little bit more about the channel and why I do the things I do, and I'm going to try to make it as quick as possible. So I've had this channel, as I mentioned, for 4 years. From 4 years ago to last March, I had 400,000 views. From this past March to today, which is the middle of October, I've had 600,000 views. So the most natural question to answer right now is what happened last March? Well, as you guys are very well aware, last March we had the reclassification of the Swiss Arms and the CZ858 family of rifles, and Swiss Arms family and the CZ858 in a few different varieties. And that was a wake-up call, I think, to everybody. It certainly was to me, because previous to that I was just doing the Canadian thing, which is minding my own business, not making any noise, just doing my thing. And it was a wake-up call. As you guys know, the RCMP reclassified these rifles as prohibited, which none of us regular people that got into firearms in the last 10 years have a prohib license. And they reclassified them and they told no one. And I don't know whether this is somebody's idea of, that's their sense of humor, or that's their idea of what public safety looks like. I still don't know today, because if you're caught with that rifle, it's a mandatory minimum 3 years in jail. You know, I got a call, and I don't think I mentioned this before, but I got a call from a guy about a month and a half after the reclassification. People were calling me from all over the country when that happened, and the channel was nowhere near as big as it is today at that time. But this guy called me and he says, you don't know me, I've watched your videos, and I don't know who else to call. I'm like, yes, let's hear it, man, no problem, right? And he said, I just found out that my CZ858 is prohibited. I said, yeah, that happened about a month and a half ago. And he goes, yeah, well, I've been out with that rifle 4 times, out in the bush shooting cans. And I'm like, well, I'm glad you're still with us. And so I realized, I think all at once, no matter how responsible I am, no matter what a good ambassador I am to for firearm owners, no matter how much social responsibility I accept, no matter how safely I store my firearms, no matter what I don't do, we are going to continue to be attacked relentlessly with a vengeance, just total vicious attack. And the reason why I use such strong terms is because of the ramifications. Do I belong in jail for 3 years? Is there anyone in Canada that can stand up and say, yeah, Gil Tatka, that guy, I want him in jail for 3 years? Because he had a rifle he didn't know was illegal that he bought with, and he actually had a registration certificate for it when I bought it. I registered it, right? You can't make this stuff up. So anyway, long past, guys, is the time for us to just enjoy our lives and whatever. It's never going to stop until we stand up politically, and that means all of us. We don't have to do anything inappropriate. We don't have to be frothing at the mouth, lashing out at people. We just need to calmly say, listen, maybe you don't understand the issue. It's very commonly misunderstood, but here it is. The Firearms Act The amendments to the criminal code and the firearms regulation have no impact on public safety. Proven peer-reviewed study. It's the only peer-reviewed study in Canadian history. Here it is. Bam. It's free, by the way. Here's a PDF. Have fun with it. We know this stuff, and we know it even as gun owners when we look at how we store and transport our firearms and what we use them for, and we look at the murder rate and we look at the violent crime rate in Canada as it applies to firearms. We look at all this stuff. The domestic violence rate, right? I did a video on that. We know what the truth is, and we just need to calmly communicate it to as many people as possible. We need to continue to participate in groups like the NFA, and we need to continue to communicate to our politicians, telling them that we're not in favor of us going to jail for no reason, and we're not in favor of groups or individuals in Canada implying that we belong in jail or implying that we're lesser citizens because we don't choose to attack other people politically all the time for fun. I don't know what's gone on with our generation, our Gen Xers. I don't know what's going on, but something that isn't good. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know why I do the things I do, and why you see the stuff that you see on the channel. And hopefully we can all get together, stand up against this constant attack, and make some real political change that's meaningful in Canada. So again, thanks again everybody for all the views. You can follow us on Twitter at CivilAdvantage1, or you can find us on the web at www.civiladvantage.com. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.